Hey guys, it's Screamo1K here, and figured I'd do a little quick video about rebuilding these brake calipers and messing with the seals inside of them. Currently did mine. I got them powder coated. My calipers powder coated, and I had to take everything out to be able to do that. So with that come doing a rebuild kit, and I had one of them tear, so I ended up substituting one of the gaskets for an old one, and it currently isn't holding up still. So I got a new set of gaskets, so we're just gonna pull it off and redo it again. So I figured I'd just show you guys how to do it. Really the only thing you're gonna need to get it off is these two wrenches. This one is a 14 mil. It's gonna be for these bolts here, and you got a 12 mil. It's gonna be for your little bolt here that feeds your brake fluid. I forget what that's called. I'm having a brain fart, sorry. And then when comes time, once we get it off, you need just like a number 5 Allen key to pull these so you can get your calipers out. So then I'm gonna use this bucket here to kind of catch my crap, get into this. I don't want to pull that one all the way out yet before I break this one loose. Now these bolts here that I'm screwing out right now are one-time use only, they say. Take consideration of the year of your bike. This one's a 2008, so probably time for me to get new ones if they are only one-time use. I think once I get it done, I'm supposed to be getting it inspected soon, so after that I think I'm gonna probably just swap them out then. Alright, I'm gonna break this loose and let this fluid out. Hopefully we don't make a mess. Don't lose your crush washer. The other one stayed here, which that's in there. I'm okay with that. So this is just draining all the brake fluid out from the reservoir that's up here. Probably could take the cap off. I might drain a little faster. I don't really want to lose it all either though, so. Anyway, I think we're gonna try to just leave it there and let it drip. Ain't gonna affect what I'm doing. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rest of this out. That one's still a little tight. Oh yeah. Hopefully that bucket catch it. I've been doing this a couple times already, so there is good clean .4 in there, so if I can save that a little bit, I'll try, because we ain't made of money. Here. Okay. After you get that out, everything should be loose. Go ahead and try to pull this off this rotor. Be careful. That thing tends to stay there. Dump all that out. That's why I got the bucket. Now I was having an issue with my inside top I'm gonna do that one first. Alright, we're on the workbench. We've got our caliper. We're gonna work on taking those brake pads out. First, kind of seeing some stuff here, but break it down. These are the pistons that are inside of here. First glance, they look the same, but if you really look at them, one is smaller than the other, and they got different part numbers. So when you're hooking at these guys and you're hooking them up, bleeders at the top always. That's where your air wants to come out of. You want the top piston to be your biggest one, the smaller one to be at the bottom. You can almost even kind of tell if you look at this. But the way I always thought about it is if your wheel is spinning and it comes to a stop, you want your biggest. Anyway, like I was saying, if your wheel is spinning, you want your biggest rotor to be at the top. You want that one to create your most friction and your small one at the bottom. And here's my brand new seals I got from Brake Crafters, I think that's where it was. Yep, brakecrafters.com. Pretty reasonable. I think it was like $68 or something. You can use a pick like this if you need to, just to kind of finagle inside about the gaskets, getting them in the hole. And then, hey man, if you ain't got a block of wood, go get you a block of wood, because this is probably my most used tool in here, no bullshit. Anyway, we're gonna take our number 5, we're gonna get these out. They pull out just like that. Only thing that's really holding their tension right there is this thing. You gotta get it in between these holes here to go to that hole. So once you got that out, you can pull these out. The top and take them out just the way they are. And once I figure out these brakes, I will change these pads too. Taking apart ain't nothing. I just want to make sure I got everything right. Don't want to be messing with brakes. Okay, so I'm aiming for this one. I need to get that out. But the problem is this port here, where you're going to be using an air compressor. If you use that one, it's going to blow your bottoms out. Use this one. Yeah, I got to pull this out. Yeah, and we'll hit this hole. This one's going to blow the hole here. So I need a 8mm ratchet wrench for that. Oh, there it is. Thought I had it. Wrench seen better days, even though it's brand new. I guess that's what you get when you buy from Napa on a clearance show. Like I said, we ain't made of money. Ain't made of money. Alright, keep my shit together. Yeah. Pads out. So we gotta compress all the pistons to get these out. Start with the block of wood. I actually don't like that for that. So don't use your wood for that. Alright. Another wood product. That is not gonna fit. No, no, no. Hell no. I'm gonna do this, it's probably gonna go squirting out. If we get it. Goal is to get these things out without messing your pistons up, guys. Alright, that one went in very nicely. I like that one. That one was not the one my issue. Alright. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just gotta give some force, guys. It ain't easy. Make sure I clean these up before I put them back on. Okay, 2 more. Remember, this is the one we want to keep in, or eventually take out and leave all the others in. That bit ornery. Ornery. Oh no. There we go. Just slowly. Oh no. Okay. Actually kind of sits in there pretty nice. Bad guy right there. Bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. The bad guy. Okay, I think they're in far enough. Get this out. Be careful. Hell no. Okay. Now, the backs. We're good with the back. I think I'm good with the back. I think I'm good with the back. Okay. So. We're gonna stick it bad boy up in there. Rolled up good and tight. And then we're going to stuff it between them pistons. That way when you apply air to it, they ain't going to pop out. And if they do pop out, and you're only working on one, it's okay if you're wanting them all to come out and you're redoing all the seals. But if you're just doing one specific one or something like that, you want to make sure that you are putting pressure and keeping the ones in that you don't want out. Or you will have no pressure when it comes time to get the one you want out, and you'll be like, what the hell? They ain't moving. Stick this in there. Now that's a whole nother port itself. I mean, just I can't see inside this thing, so I want to assume that that ain't gonna come out. Remember, inside top. That's the one we want. flip this over. My idea is to apply pressure to this one on the bottom, and then see that little gap there. Hopefully that one, it'll start popping out from the top down. That way we can get it out. Plug this in. Alright, put pressure on that one. Want to keep that in. Those two are going to stay in, I hope. Putting pressure here where we just took this out, so that one will hopefully come down. Let's move it a little bit. It's coming. Don't need that, but as you guys seen as I was doing that, that piston was sliding down and now it's making contact with that wood. Remember, block of wood, fucking get you one, man. I'm gonna try to force this out the rest of the way with my fingertips, and yes, it's hard as fuck. Might even slide a rag up in here so they don't cling together. Give her a couple more pops, a couple more bump. Ah, that's what I didn't want to do. Alright. Luckily that's a good one, man. That thing just slid right back in. I like that. See, that's what it's supposed to be doing. This one is not doing it. It's been giving me pain in the ass ever since I messed with it. Hey, what? I might even shave this down, just so I know. Now, I'll just cut that so we can get that much of the piston to come back out, and hopefully that'll be enough. Clean it off. I clean this shit up pretty good before I put it back on the bike. Now I got a couple more, about a quarter inch maybe. There we go. I'm a genius sometimes. Block of wood, get you one. Alright. Piston. Here it is. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Maybe nothing. A little scarred up on the edge, but it's alright. We got a new one. We're just gonna go ahead and trash this thing. Anyway, that's our big one. As you can see, identical thickness on them walls. That one is a lot smaller. So that's the one we want. Alright, we're gonna leave that in. Here is the part we love, is to look in here and see what the fuck happened. A little warped right there, but that could be factory. That one actually looks half decent. The second one down here is the one that will give you a fucking pain in the ass. Since we got brand new ones, I'm going to use my knife to get it out. Whoa. That's why the leaking, the whole fucking piece of it's missing. It's crazy. And that's the second time that happened, so definitely gonna change that piston out. Alright. We'll open our packet up. This is going to be the front kit. Left side, right side. Gonna have 2 bleeders, 1 for each side, 2 washers on each side, 2 caps, and this grease you want to use. Watch another video where I say you could use .4 fluid. It works just as good. Now you want that, and you want to use that. It works a whole lot better. So they come in. This is 1 side each. So it'll be top and bottom, or yeah, inside cylinder, bottom one, top one. You can see the thicknesses. So this would be 1 side. 1 side. I think I got some. We've already done this. And this is gonna be my extra set, guys. Just have them on hand. You never know when you're gonna need them. It's nice to have this stuff laying around, even if you need it in an emergency. Brand new. Everything looks great. Inspect it. I'm glad I'm looking at it now, because I thought 1 side had a taper to it, and to me now it looks like they're both the same. So hardest part is getting them back in, guys. I don't really need this in here. I'm not applying any more pressure. hardest part. Okay. Nice. I got that fairly quick, guys. I'm impressed. Alright, small one goes on the top. This has got a groove on the inside, so if you end up flipping them, make sure you put that groove on the inside. You know what I'm talking about if you got one in your hand. And those kind of just lay in there very nicely. Alright, they're in there. Take one more peek. Make sure no junk in there. There's the hole. 2 holes. Alright. Red grease. A little bit. I use my pinky, it's smallest. Stuff is good. Wipe these down, guys. Good. Wipe them down good so they slide. Stop. Dog crying. Just have him outside. Alright, top one. Make sure you get that bottom one good. Even flip the caliper around every angle you can, get that grease in there. Get them dogs in there. A little bit more. I mean, I'm having problems with this thing, so I don't think I could ever use enough. But it's pretty lubricated. So, hit the face. Okay. Got a big piston out. Brand new. Also got these from Brake Crafters. A lot better. Unfortunately, like I said, you want to be careful with them, man, trying to get them in and out. Now, trick to this is getting that piston laid in there flat, handling it from both sides, whatever fingers you can get on it, and try to get it down in there flat. Doesn't go, make sure you always check it. Sure it ain't even gonna hurt to put a little grease on the bottom of this. Alright, so guys, I'm back. I had some issues with the caliper myself, again. So, when I originally started the project, first off the bat, I mean, when these were still all black, I had the first one I ever did had a lot of issues. And it was the same one I was working with yesterday. I had a lot of issues getting it in. And yesterday, after spending time on it, probably another hour or so, I broke down. I called my buddy, he's a mechanic, and he came over and we talked about it and did it together. And so these are the O-ring kits that you get, the seals with the calipers, and we figured it was better that when you take these and you get them, and if you notice, if you still have good ones from when you're taking them out, you keep them, and you can feel the tension within these gaskets. And you'll notice when you pull the brand new one out, man, they are so tight, like they don't even, and that's the issue that we're dealing with. They're not loose enough to actually fit in the grooves that are inside these calipers, and when they're not fully set, the piston sits on this ring, and as you're pushing it in, that's what's cutting it. And we realized that last night. I went through probably 2 or 3 gaskets trying to do it on my own, so I was like, I'm not going to run through whole gasket kit just trying to do this. So the easiest way we figured is get your gaskets, open them up, your big ones. Little ones you may have to do a little bit, but you just take them and just do a little bit of this. I mean, it may take you 2-3 minutes. Just sit here and do this, and it'll loosen them up, and then just keep trying to chest fit them inside of that caliper housing. And eventually you want to get it to the point where you only need a little bit of tension once they go. And once we had it, we knew it, because it just pops right in. So take these, loosen them up, and then stick them in, guys. It's going to be the best way to do that. So sorry I had a little issue there. You don't really get to see me pop it in or whatnot and make magic, but we're just going to start from here. I got the clip already back in because I already had this on the bike and we tested it. We know it works now, so everything's good. So once you get all your calipers back in, everything's seated, you put your little piece of metal in, and you're going to get your brake pads. You set them inside, and they'll sit home right here inside these grooves. And then take your pins back. You want to slide them in the hole. If you can see, I'm going to go above this tensioner, so push it down, slide your bolt all the way through. Just like that. Mine are initially probably going to be a little tight. I can spread them apart here once I get these pins back in. Again, push tensioner down. Make sure it goes through your brake caliper bracket. And we're just going to get these started. See, we can take our little wrench, slide it back in there. We're just going to open it up a little bit. We're not going to do a whole lot. Ain't getting too crazy. Just going to open it up a little bit so it fits right back over top of that rotor that we already have in here. Okay, that should be enough. A little oil came out. That's how you know they decompressed. And this is nice too, guys. A little mouse pad. That's what that is. So we're gonna tighten these up. Now if you're running a full kit, you want to put this in together. These also come with the kits. You get new bleeders and new crush rings, so that should help. Just go ahead and replace everything when you get them. Don't try to save nothing. Ain't cheap over here because these are brakes now. That's your life we're playing with. Alright, we're gonna take these, we're gonna get them back on the bike. Oh, I missed that thing. Got dope. That's laying on it. Dope. You okay? All right. Take it. You slide it between that ram. Spread them discs apart. It sets right back on top. Take our one-time use bolts, put them back up in there. shop dogs. Little Luna. Little Luna. You're a good girl. That's her as a good girl. Okay, tighten this up. Hands are really greasy right now. Again, guys, I do apologize for having that little technical difficulty with the caliper there and getting that piston back in, but if I wouldn't have had it, I wouldn't have been able to give you that little insight of information that we came up with. I'm just going semi-tight with these. I don't want to crush them and break them. Tight is tight. Put these here. One on each side. One. I've already used them. Make sure you try to put that back down on the side. It was already down, and you can tell it's a crush washer, so it'll be crushed. Alright, that's pretty much it, guys. Caliper's back on, lines hooked back up. Now the only thing to do now is to bleed it, put more brake fluid in. We used .4 on the CBR 1000, possibly other 1000s too, I'd imagine, just for temperature. But that's it, guys. It's pretty simple. If you guys need any help or anything like that, you know, don't feel afraid to reach out and ask some questions. Hopefully we can do some Q&As in the future live and stuff like that and really get it going. But it's pretty simple. Seals guy, don't be scared of them. Just if you feel like your brakes are getting spongy or something like that when you're riding, just go ahead and replace them. I think it was like $70 for the gasket kit, and it took time and a little bit of knowledge and just watching some videos, really. But that's it. If you guys like what you see, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with some more content. Hopefully got some more things coming up, like installing the extended swing arm, so we can get this thing set up racing. But alright, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time.